Well, let me tell you something, guys. At any level, at any weight, these are two of the best black belts in the world.
Without question. Without question.
Kennedy Maciel immediately goes to his back. Josh Cisneros doing a good job of walking around, staying active, staying busy with his legs. Steps on that foot. He's going to go in there for that pass. Kennedy trying to pull that foot. Trying to pull that leg in. Very nice. Josh Cisneros rolls there to release that grip on that leg.
Dude.
Kennedy goes right back to that same thing, right back to the same position. Let's see if Josh does it again. Very effective the first time.
And when you watch two guys like this going with each other, then you can just clearly see the next level. Like you can just see the way they do things, the way they move, the way that sometimes they don't move. Like it's just different.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, there are definitely levels to this. There are levels to this jiu-jitsu game. There are black belts, and then there is Kennedy Maciel and Josh Cisneros. Very, very good black belts.
Facts.
Again, Kennedy working from his back. He's got kind of a, I don't know what exactly what he's working for there.
And that's kind of what I was thinking. Like I legitimately don't know where this is leading.
I think he's just. I think he just wanted to control one of his legs so that he didn't. He couldn't move side to side. I think that was the whole goal there until Kennedy was able to get into the position that he wanted.
Okay. Like these dudes are so good and half our age.
Yeah, I know.
Just makes me sad.
They're half my age.
They're
almost as old as you.
No.
Josh Cisneros got kind of a quarter of the way on his back. Doesn't have both hooks in. Got a really nice transition to. He has an arm bar here. If he can get it, not switching to that arm bar, switching to that, going for that Kimura right there. That's really, really tight. Kennedy Maciel is in a lot of trouble here.
Yeah, that looks really bad. And he's out.
Beautiful escape. But a really, really deep. You could see it on Kennedy's face. He was in trouble there.
Yeah, he was right in front of us.
So deep submission attempt as far as I can tell.
There's a triangle.
Yeah, there's a triangle attempt. You won't see the same effect from a triangle on Kennedy Maciel as you did earlier on some other guys.
And he has his hand tucked. I just noticed that. His hand was tucked in. And he just pulled his hand out. His hand was inside. The hand that goes underneath was inside, and he pulled it out.
Yeah, Josh Cisneros switching over to that reverse side. It looks like he wants to fish under and he wants to grab that Kimura again. In this position, it's really easy to get leverage on that arm, and it's going to be really hard. You see Kennedy blocking that Kimura with his knee. It's really, really good defense there. Really aware.
We got 6 minutes and 26 seconds, so there's plenty of time to see where this goes.
Josh Cisneros trying to dissect this situation, switches back to a conventional triangle. See if he tries to dig those arms in. Kennedy got his arms around Josh's body and has this body lock.
Yeah, and that helps alleviate some of the pressure from the triangle. Doesn't stop all of it, but it helps.
Yeah, it does help. Kennedy in some trouble here, though. He's got to figure this out. Josh Cisneros must have seen something where he thinks he can attack that arm. Kennedy doing a good job. You see how he's pressed his knee up against his own forearm to make sure that Josh has no chance of pulling that arm out. And he's got a hold of his own wrist. So keeping that left arm really, really tight up against Josh Cisneros' body to make sure that arm can't be fished out. Josh is going back and forth between a triangle and a reverse triangle.
We got over 5 minutes, man, to see where this goes.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, it's 5 minutes left. Kennedy's in a triangle and has already had one deep submission attempt against him. So Josh Cisneros in full control here as far as I can see. Trying to reach for that far leg. if he was able to grab that leg, it would have put him in a position to twist his hips and come up on top of Kennedy Maciel. But of course, Kennedy knows most of the time what Josh is trying to do here,
right,
and is able to defend it.
So Kennedy comes up to his feet, and
yeah, that's the far leg. This is what Josh Cisneros wanted. He wanted to come up on top.
This is worse.
This is worse for the triangle, but also this gives you a lot more options from the top here. He can attack those, push those. He wants to push those hands down toward his knees. He's gonna control the position here for a second. He's gonna make Kennedy kind of wear those arms out a little bit, and he's gonna take and he's gonna push those wrists down toward. And try not. Kennedy broke his wrist there. There he goes. He's going to attack that arm one more time. The good thing about this, Josh in a position where if he is able to get that arm free, it's really easy to spin around on that. Well, I won't say easy, but it's probably what he's going to. It's a likely transition for Josh to, but when you're trying to do it to Kennedy Maciel, that's no easy task. Again, Kennedy been in this triangle for quite a while now.
Yep. But it seems like there's a little bit more space now than there was earlier. I could be wrong by that, but it looks like there's more space now than there was a minute and a half ago.
I don't think Josh feels like he can finish the triangle, but he's just using it as control and just continues to attack those arms.
Okay.
Yeah, what Josh is trying to do here is he wants to make him long, and so those arms stretched out. Once you get those arms stretched out, switch to a normal plata here. Not as dominant a position, but a really, really good position still for Josh Cisneros.
Right.
It does give Kennedy the opportunity to grab that far ankle to take away that possibility of that triangle again, but he's let that go also. Kennedy Maciel trying to put pressure down on the ribs with that left knee. It's really, really tough to do, to put pressure down whenever you've got a balance between getting rolled by that omoplata and trying to apply pressure. This is a really, really tough position for Kennedy Maciel. Josh Cisneros doing a great job of just keeping him on the defense and just constantly attacking.
But Kennedy Jr. is doing a spectacular job of defending this whole sequence of the last 6 minutes.
It really is. He's running out of time, though.
Yeah, it's like 9 out of 10 guys would have already tabbed.
Yeah. Kennedy picks up Josh Cisneros, still in that omoplata. Josh doing a good job of keeping that position where it's really tough to make that arm rubbery and pull it out, which Kennedy Maciel does just now.
Minute and 50 seconds. Let's see what we can work any magic from topside.
And Kennedy's got to know he's down.
Oh, yeah.
At this point. So I would imagine his coaches are going to tell him let it all hang out and go for that finish.
I know I'm going to add that reverse triangle to my game. It seemed very effective from what I just got through watching, so I'm going to play with that this week.
I really like using the reverse triangle just to try to dig that arm out. You know how I like to straighten those arms out as much as possible. So I really like the reverse triangle. Reach down in there and dig that arm out. They'll usually have a body lock on you, and if they don't, it just makes the arm much easier to dig out.
But even easier. Down to the final minute of our main event here.
So far it's been all Josh Cisneros. .45 seconds left. Kennedy really needs to do something. To get that leg out.
He needs to throw that Hail Mary.
Yeah, he does.
Let's see if he can make something happen.
And even in Josh Cisneros maybe made a mistake there. Now Kennedy Maciel on his back with about 20 seconds left. Let's see if Kennedy can capitalize on this.
He has his neck.
He's got his neck.
He has his neck.
He does not have both hooks, so this would be really, really tough to finish, but he is tight on that neck.
He is tight. He is changing colors.
And he got it.
Wow.
And he just tapped. Wow. Josh Cisneros just went out. Kennedy Maciel with 30 seconds left.
10
down on points. finishes Josh Cisneros with a rear naked choke. Unbelievable match. Unbelievable finish.
This is what high-level jiu-jitsu
This is high-level jiu-jitsu.
This is what high-level jiu-jitsu is, ladies and gentlemen.
Unbelievable, Bobby Alexander.
That is
unbelievable.
Ridiculous. And I know Josh is pissed.
Comeback we've ever had in Fight to Win. Still, Fight to Win.